So this is the big story that we're essentially tracking with respect to what's happening to exports or shipments that are currently on water, that are currently at sea. So we've been given to understand that this was discussed today in the meeting that held at around 11:30 a.m. The meeting went on for close to about an hour and a half, and it had representatives from DGFT, DG Shipping, customs officials were also there, freighters, containers associations, and DGFT. In fact, exporters suggested that this is completely an unforeseen situation. This has never happened, and the fact that Red Sea route did close, but now they're unable to ship through the European route as well. A key point that was highlighted by multiple exporters was the fact that shipment charges, shipping lines are charging them extra. In fact, in some cases, for example, if a shipment was to be charged $2,500, is now being charged at exorbitant prices at $3,500. So that is one concern that has been raised by exporters, that these levies, these surcharges should be reduced, to which officials are sort of working out as to who is going to bear the burden of these additional charges. And then exporters also said that ports are charging them separately. The second aspect that was discussed with respect to transshipped goods is the fact that there is no clarity on an NOC certificate that is to be provided by the Indian government, because in some cases that NOC certificate is taking at least 4 to 5 days. So exporters minimize. Some of the other issues that were discussed was on clarity that was sought on whether containers or sea should be moved back to town, that is BTT. Exporters also said that storage area for containers at ports that should be expanded. In fact, they also said that cargo has been held up at ICD and many other ports or dumped at transship ports, and what is the procedure for these transshipments to reach ports like Nhava Sheva and Mundra. Exporters also said that perhaps Navy can also provide protection to Indian oil cargoes and cargo ships. And now what's going to happen? Well, government officials said, and sources are telling us, that a government body, or rather, a body to coordinate with the exporters is going to be formed, and it is going to look into all of these aspects that exporters have raised. A task force that is comprising of ports, customs, DGFT and shipping will be formed to address issues in real time of exporters. And they also said, government officials also said, that war-related surcharges and NVOCCs will be taken up at this interministerial body.
Okay, Sumita, thanks so much for taking us through all of those details. So yes, that is the big development right now coming in when it comes to oil, crude, the stockpiles, the reserves and everything that is going to be happening around it. And the governments, of course, are trying to ease the pressure when it comes to the global oil market and the sharp spike that we've seen in Brent earlier in the day, and WTI also, of course.